Hey there, Yummy Boomers. Today, what I'm going to cover is how you can create awesome looking animated photographs for your social media profiles using a free tool that I found called Warble. Basically, Warble allows you to add animations to photographs that you already have, and I'm going to show you exactly how to do that. So, the first step is to tap this W at the very bottom. So, I've got a few different pictures here, and the one that I'm going to choose is this one with the plates and all the food. I'm going to utilize this to create my animated photograph. Alright, so it's your average, like, represents an average post that you might find on a restaurant's Instagram account. And what I'm going to do is I'm going to go through here and actually make it look really awesome. So the very first step is to find all these different animations and filters that I would want to use on it. So I'm going to go to the starter pack because I happen to know that there's already something there that I would totally use for this, and I'm going to use this piece of fire that's right here. So it loads the fire, and I'm just going to move this fire to be right over this food. Basically, I want to show that this food is spicy, kind of give that sense, and I'm going to show this food on fire. Now I've got the fire, and it looks great. I'm going to add another layer using this plus button. So I added an empty layer. And you know what? To make it a little bit more realistic, where there's fire, there's always smoke. So I'm going to add in this smoke. Just going to move this around. And then, you know what? I'm going to add another layer and have another layer of smoke. So you can see that I can add multiple layers and layer them on top. Just make sure you add an empty layer for each one, otherwise it will replace what you've been doing. Now, with each one of these that I add, alright, so there is a definite maximum. So because there's a maximum, I know I need at least two more. I'm actually going to erase these two layers. And then what I'm going to do is this layer, I'm going to actually try to make it a little bit bigger so that I can cover more ground. And then I'm going to test to see whether I can blend this in a little bit better. Another thing that I can try doing is I can always try moving the layer so that's behind. So that's really something that helped it a lot because the smoke was too, like the starting point of it was too stark. It was too clear where it was. So now I've got this smoke with the fire element over it. So now that I've got that, I'm going to go to one of my empty layers. I'm going to leave this pack. Actually, I'm going to go back to the starter pack because there is something in here that I would love to use, and that's this one. So I'm going to rotate this, make it a little bigger. I'm going to have that light coming in. And then over here, I'm going to go back. So I have my option of the light looks and light leaks. So I'm going to take a look using my empty layer. I'm going to take a look at light leaks. I kind of like this one. So this is what my light leak will look like. Again, I can make that bigger. So I can use this, or I can see about using light looks. And this light looks, you can see it kind of changes color a little bit and creates a nice little color shift that's constantly going. And I really like that one. So I'm going to keep that one with the streaks of light coming in, and that's going to be my image. So to create my image, my full image, it actually exports as a video, and it's going to be this up arrow in the box in the upper right hand corner. I'm going to tap on that. It's going to render it, which means it's basically creating the video footage. And for me, I'm just going to save it to Photos. And the reason why I would save it to Photos is because from Photos I can take it anywhere. So I'm going to hit Save Video, and then I get to choose how long I want it to be. Now, because it's pretty much the same stuff over and over again, I really don't need it any longer than anywhere from 6 to 10 seconds. The longer you make it, the bigger the file size is, so it ends up taking longer to upload to your social media. It ends up taking up more room on your phone. So I recommend not doing anything more than 6 to 10 seconds. So I'm going to hit that. Alright, it's been saved. So that's how you use Warble to create awesome looking animated photographs for your social media posts. I definitely recommend doing that. Now, you can remove the watermark that it puts on. You do have to pay for that, but once you do, then you'll have photographs that you'll have photographs without that watermark. There are a lot of different packs that you can download. Some of them are free, some of them cost money, but they're not all that expensive, so it's definitely worth doing, and it can give you a lot of variety. So instead of having standard still photographs, you can make them look even more interesting and get people to stop and really take a look at your posts. You can stop them, they're scrolling dead in its tracks, and get them to look at your post and maybe even comment or give it a like. So that's going to be it for today. I hope this was useful. Let me know in the comments what you thought of Warble and whether or not you're going to be using it in your own social media posts.